Okay, let's get warmed up. Reaching up way over to one side, way over to the other side. We're going to spend a little bit of time here giving our upper body and torso some love. Over and over. And this time let's come over to the right. Make sure it's a side bend. You're not just popping your hip out. Get the spine rounded. There you go. Big inhale, let your ribcage expand. Exhale, let it relax. And then roll that shoulder forward and back. Breathing pattern is your own. Forward, back. Last time. And then we'll come up to center. Reset. See how your spine feels. And reach over. Big breath in here. Let your ribcage expand. One more big breath. And then roll forwards and back. Stretch out those lats. So today's workout is more lower body focused. Thursday's workout is going to be a little bit more upper body. So anybody who's going hiking on the weekend or biking has legs. Let's come down. Actually, let's do our shoulder circles. And then we're going to punch our arms out and make our little circles. So why are we warming up our rotator cuff if we're doing lower body? Because we still have some upper body in it. It's just not a big focus. And let's turn the arm in the socket. Rolling, rolling, rolling. And then gradually bring your arms down. And we'll swing it out. Two more. Okay, now we'll come down to the hips. Let's make sure our lower body's feeling good. Popping those hips out side to side. And hula hoops. And reverse directions. Nice big circles, as big as you can make them. Last one, and we go into figure eights. Back to front. And reverse, front to back. Taking it down to the knees. Feet under your hips, circle it out. It's a dog morning. And circle the other way. Take your time with these. Check in with your toes. Feel the outside edges of your feet. And then we'll plant the ball of one foot in the ground. Circle out the ankles. I'm looking outside. It's because it's snowing. Not prepared for this. And let's switch sides. And reverse. Okay, let's keeping your feet under your hips. Let's roll through our prancing. Nice. Focusing on going up and down, not side to side. And then first position. Squeeze your legs together, heels stay together and lift up. Beautiful. High as you can. Heels squeeze. Pull everything into your midline. Good. And then let's do some pigeon toes. 8, 9, 10. Good. Taking your feet nice and wide. You're going to come side lunge to side lunge. So today, no heavy weights, not yet. Today we'll do everything body weight. And when you're familiar with the workout, you can add weights as you would like. We're gonna use a step, keeping the step pretty low. We'll need an easy loop band, a ball, and a block. Then we're gonna hold to one side. Let your hips stretch, push backwards, sink down. Make sure your weight's centered over your whole foot, that you're not on the ball of your foot or back on your heel. And little pulses for 8, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then up and over to the other side. Hold that stretch, let your glutes relax. Center your weight over your foot. One side might feel different than the other, it's okay. And we'll go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Back to center. Bring your feet in a couple of steps. Shoulder drops. Oh, they feel good this morning. And other side. And go side to side for 10, 9, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sink down into a squat. Reach for the floor. You're going to lift up your hips so you're in a forward fold. And come up. And we're going to reverse that. So we're going to forward fold, come down into a squat, lift your arms up, whoop, push through your feet and come up. One more time. Fold, squat, lift arms, and rise. Good. Okay, so we're going to come down on the floor. We're going to do a little bit of activation before we get to our step work. The whole workout, not the activation, not the cool down, is with the step. But we don't need that yet. So we're just going to come on the floor and, excuse me, I have my distance is like, what can I see? What can't I see? We're going to start with our band, the easy band. This is our little upper body portion. We have push-ups coming too, but we'll get to that later. Lots of time for getting to it. So tall kneeling, your feet can be parallel, you could glue your toes together, whatever feels more stable. Engage your glutes, so you're standing nice and tall, or kneeling nice and tall. Pull the band apart, and we're going to lift up and down. Keeping tension on the band. Going for 10. 6. Good job. Keep your arms as straight as you can as you reach up. If you can't reach over your head, that's okay. If you stop in front of your head, that's okay. The important thing is use your back muscles to lift your arms. I've lost count. Let's do one more. Good. And then we're going to be in a plank position on our hands. So I'm just going to show you if you were looking at me from the bottom and we are in a plank. You're going to reach, reach, reach with one hand, then reach, reach, reach with the other hand. You can do this from your knees. You can do this on incline. Okay. But we're going to come into a plank, starting on our knees. Tap, tap, tap. Glutes are engaged, abs are tight. Tap, tap, tap. Maybe it works if I face you, because I'm on my knees and not so long. Pulling the band apart, just holding a plank like this, you feel it, right? So we're going to go tap, tap, tap. We're using all the muscles in your torso that stabilize. Tap, tap, tap. And you were wondering why I asked for an easy band. We're going to do that one more time. And tap, tap, tap. Good job. And come on the floor on your side. Stay on your placement. Sit. Hang on. There you go. Stay. Down. Okay, so I have my my clamshell buddy here. We're gonna be laying on our side, and instead of doing regular clamshells, we're gonna lift up, kick, bring your knee in and down. So up, kick, down. You want to keep your hips perpendicular to the floor so you're not rolling back to try to do it. We're trying to activate the glutes. Let's do 8 more. 4, 5, 6, 8. Last one on this side. So you should be feeling that kind of higher up on the glutes where the glute med is. Super important muscle to get to. Cool new way to get to it. Okay, on the other side, I'm sorry, Finn, I'm not going to kick you. Here we go. Stay. Knee up, kick, bend, and down. 10 of these. Nice. And 10. Okay. And from here, we're doing side lying adductors. We need a block. Okay. Or a dog. A dog works. Except the dog moves, that doesn't work. Okay. So doing adductor work, we haven't done this in a while. I love pulling things out of the out of the attic and making them new. So basic adductor work, you can be laying all the way down. I'm gonna, well, no, I think Finn likes it. We'll hang out here. Think about lifting with your inner thigh, the inseam going up to the ceiling and turning your toes down towards the floor so you're not lifting with your quads. If your inseam is facing the wall, you want to rotate from the hip. So you want to lift up. And if you can lift up high enough, we're going to take the block and put it on end. And so dexterous with my feet. And so from here, we're going to lift up and over. So we're rotating in the hip joint and we're using the adductors together. So we're going to do 10 lifts. Try to keep your toe down. That's the trick. Should feel pretty activated when we go to the other side. So kind of get the feel that you got your inseam up, your heel and ankle bone up. You're not rotated. You know, normal lifting with the quads. We're going to lift up and over. Of course, the height that you lift, where your block is oriented, is all dependent on your mobility. This is not your strength, this is all mobility. Let's go back to our tall kneeling banded overhead raises. Okay. So band around your wrists, roll your shoulders down. You don't have to lock them there. You just need to get started there. Pull the band apart and lift for 10, 9, 8. Make sure you're not shrugging your shoulders or arching your back. Your core is holding you, glutes are holding you. 4, 3, 2, And one. Nice. Coming into a plank, you can keep the band around your wrist. You thought you'd get rid of it. I know. Squeeze your butt. Use your abs. Pull your belly button up towards your spine. Tap, tap, tap. 3 times on each side. If the taps are too much, you can just hold that band apart. You're going to get the same muscles. So what we're going for with that movement is everything in the shoulder joint and down your side. So you're going to feel it in there. Okay. Kicking clamshells. Okay. Lift, kick, bend, and lower. Isolate the movement in the hip joint. No rocking and rolling in the body. Nice. Let's roll it over and go for side 2. Lift, kick, bend, lower. Set up so you're perpendicular. I just caught myself rolling back. Happens to the best of us. Nice. 8. Good. Last one. Till next Tuesday. Good. Then grab your block. Do pause count this way. Get yourself situated. Inseam up and over. 4, 6, and good. Get to 10. We'll flip it over. Last time doing the other side. And then we get into our circuit. Oof. Okay. So, whoops. Doing it with the wrong leg. Bottom leg, inseam up, heel up and over. 2, 4, 6, and nice. So you might notice one side lifts a little more easily than the other. That's okay. The goal is to get that lift and be able to do it. So let's put the bands away for now. And the ball in the block. I don't know if I can put the dog away. That's going to be an interesting challenge. But I do need to turn my step. This will be easier for you to see. So I think we'll create a little barrier. Are you okay with that wall? Oh, great. He's going to put his paw on top. Grab a drink and get ready to go. We have 10 exercises we're going to do in a circuit. We'll see how long it takes to go through the circuit. Might be fast. If you are doing this on your staircase, that's fine, because everything is just on one side of the step. If you're watching this later and doing it on steps, watch everything or listen to me, make it so that you can hear me. So if you're out of sight of what I'm doing, it's going to be a challenge. Okay. So I'm putting my notes right here because they're not in the way. We're going to start with step ups. We're going to do step downs. You don't get out of split squats. We're doing split squats. We're going to do push-ups. We're going to do tricep dips. We're going to do plank step downs. I hope I have enough room. And calf raises. So if you need something for balance for the calf raises, because you're going to be heels off the bench, have a roller or a dowel or a wall handy. But we're going to do 10 of everything, things that are one-sided, or 10 on one side. So we're going to start with a step up. And you're going to think this is crazy to have such a low step, but you'll see what happens. This builds. So I want you to ignore your bottom leg. You're pushing into your front leg to step up. 2, 3. I mean, you got the feel of this. We're going to add a knee raise. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm not even putting my foot down. I'm just tapping. So the front leg is doing all the work. Good. Switch legs. Same thing. Just get used to pushing into that front leg and not off your back leg. And then we'll add arms. 2, 3. It gets a little bit more intense when you're just tapping and not putting your whole foot down. Okay, so we're going to do side step downs. So from here, flat foot tap. This is why the step is so low. So we want to make sure we're not hiking the hip or popping it out to the side. Your hip is going back, your glutes are lowering and lifting. You're pushing into your foot to come up. Make sure you're coming to a straight leg. If you think it's silly, these are the same cues I use for myself. I'm going to turn around and do side 2. So hip goes straight back. All the way up to a straight leg. Nice work. We're going to do our split squats. So give yourself enough distance so you can be nice and wide. Reach back for your step. And we'll come down for 10 on each side. If it feels good to use your arms or to keep your arms forward, your choice. As we go through the month, we'll add weight. And you can decide how much of these exercises you want to use weight for. And then step your feet together. Step your other foot back. And go for 10. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, legs tired yet? Are you doing a forward lunge? Okay, hip dips or hikes. So similar to what we've done on the block from our knees last month. We're just going to drop and lift. So we're just moving through the hip. Your pelvis is shifting down and up. If you need balance, you can always tap your foot on the step. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Right, it's not really a knee movement as much as a drop your hip and pull it up. Drop and pull. And from here we come to calf raises. So this is where if you need a wall or something to hold on to, we're going to come up on the step and drop both heels and come up. 5, 6, 8. And then we're going to do singles for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A little bit more intense calf work than we've been doing. When you get to 10, switch sides. A little heel drop, get that stretch, and lift your heel up. 3. Good. And from here, you're going to hate me, we're going to do plank step downs. So we've done these from a plank where we drop to our elbows and then back up to our hands. So a little different. We're going to come into a plank on our step. So find your plank, make sure you're not hiked up like you're doing a bird dog. Pull those hips down, squeeze your belly, squeeze your glutes. You can go down, down, up, down, down, up. 10 of these. 3, 4, 5. Alternating lead hands. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, from here, hold your plank, push-ups. We're going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, we come to tricep dips. So we're going to sit on the step, hands on either side, knees up, dip. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And a little bit to get your heart rate up. We're going to come back up to standing. We're going to do toe taps for 30 seconds. Well, let's start with 15 seconds, see how it goes. So toe taps. If I can keep my glasses on my face. Hop, hop. I can keep my glasses on. And done. That's 15 seconds. Grab a drink. Last thing in the circuit. We're going to jump down and hop. So it's the thing about hopping straight up. You're not hopping forward. And yes, we're doing 10 of these. I have 3 more, if I can keep my glasses on. Good. Okay, now I'm warming up. Take my fleece off. Let's take a little break. We'll go through this one more time. Grab a drink. So my heart rate is way up. And we haven't used any weights. Isn't that amazing? Okay, round 2. Keeping weight on the front step, on the front foot, up on the step, pushing into that foot and lifting and lowering. Make sure you're not dropping onto that back leg. The front leg is doing all the work. Beautiful. That looks great. And side 2. 1, 2. Okay, side step downs. It's okay if you don't touch the floor. See if you can hit with a flat foot or maybe just your heel. Hip is going way back. 7. Switching sides. 6. Beautiful. Give your hips some love because we have split squats. Okay, backing up to your step. Reaching back with that back leg, 3 steps forward, and sink it down. Ten. Step your feet together, the other foot comes back. Why aren't you turned around? So you're still facing away from the bench. You just have the other foot in front. We're going down. 6, 8. Okay. Hip dips. Or hip hikes. Some people call this. It is a little bit of a hike. So you are going to be scrunching a little bit, but the movement is your pelvis. If this is your pelvis, one side's dropping and coming back up to neutral. So like one side drop and pulling it back up. Woo. Good. 10. 10 on one side, 10 on the other. Give yourself room to tap your foot up if you need it for balance. Okay, 1, 2. It's not really your knee bending, it's your hip moving. Things I have to keep reminding myself too. 10. Nice. Oh, I have to switch sides. Calf raises 10 double and then 10 for side. Starting to come up on top of our step, feet under our hips. Drop those heels, lift them up. 2, 3, going straight up, not pitching forward. 6, 7, the movement's coming from the ankles. Nice. When you get to 10 doubles, we have 10 on each side for singles. Whoop. I'm afraid I can't look at you and do this at the same time. 2. Try not to step on the dog nose. Up. 2. 6, and 10. So coming onto the floor, we have our plank tap downs. So shoulders right over your hands, stretch back into your plank. Then go down, down, up, up. Up. Remembering to alternate hands if you can. Noticing, if you can, when your hips are starting to go back like this, put you in a more stable position. We're going to stay here, do our 10 push-ups. 2, 1. The legs are getting a nice big break. Let's turn around, do tricep dips. So sitting on the edge of your step, hands up right at your hips. We're going to drop, make sure you're bending your elbows. Find your place, buddy. Then go to your place. Come on. Place. Okay. Toe taps. We're not done. Here we go. 15 seconds. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. See if they're getting more natural as you do them. And done. Right up. Come onto your step. Drop, jumps, and hop. So standing on the edge, hop down, catch yourself, and hop up. 2, 3, 4, It's one. Woohoo! Done. So the last couple of months, we've dropped 1 foot off at a time and caught ourselves. This month we're practicing jumping with both feet off. So we're keeping the step low. We're learning the moves. We'll move on. Catch your breath. Have a drink. Do you want to go out? No. You can put your step away or off to the side. And we're going to grab your little ball, the Pilates ball, and come down on the floor, and we're going to stay on the floor the rest of the class. Okay. So we're going to put the ball between your knees, and it's going to stay there. I'm taking my glasses off because they're too annoying. Sorry, I can't see you very well. You stay pin. So we're going to start on hands and knees, squeezing the ball. Let's go into cat and cow. Cow. One more time, rounding up, tucking the chin, tucking the tailbone, and then extending everything. So make sure go side to side, spine is happy from all the jumping. You curl your toes under and go into a cat. Lift your knees and come into a down dog. And as you come forward, you're going to round your back, tuck your chin, and come down into cat. So it's cow, dog, cat is the pattern. So from cat, we come into cow, push into a downward facing dog, drop your knees, round your back, land in cat. Coming into cow, lifting up into downward facing dog, dropping your knees, keeping your back rounded. Stretch up to the ceiling, and then arch the other way, looking up, tailbone up, into a downward facing dog, bending your knees, rounding your back, tucking your chin, landing in cat. Then folding into cow, lifting up into dog, dropping your knees, and coming into cat. We're going to take the ball away. Take your knees about hip width apart and rock forwards and back. Let's do one more, and then I'm going to turn around. And we're going to take one leg out to the side. And we're going to keep rocking. 2, so your hip is going to your heel. It's not winging out to one side of your foot or the other. And then coming back up, so your hip is over your knee. You're going to take your outside hand and reach down towards your wrist and rotate up. 2, 3, 2 more. And then you're going to put that hand down, and we're going to thread the needle with the other hand. So we're going to reach all the way through and all the way up. 5 of these, and then we switch sides. 3. Nice. 4. Imagine you're pulling a big rope. Bring your knee in. Foot goes out to the other side, and we're just going to rock forwards and back. Your adductors are getting a big stretch. Okay, we're going to take that outside hand, reach down to your wrist, and up towards the ceiling. 2, 3, 4. Bringing that hand down. Nice. We're going to reach up, And then all the way through. Go on, Finn. Someone needs help opening the door. Excuse me. All right, buddy. Off you go. Okay, let's come onto our backs. Or hug our knees into our chest. Let your back settle down. Let your arms settle down. Shoulders, everything. Let's make circles with your knees. And make sure you're going in both directions. Reaching up into tabletop. Let's do some windshield wipers. And then come back to center, settle your back down. We're going to stretch one leg out and bring it back up to tabletop. The other leg comes out, bring it back up to tabletop. We want to make sure we're not flaring the ribs. So there's a little bit more core work for today. One more each side. And then bring your feet down. Cross your left ankle over your right knee. Let's butterfly that knee. Let's make sure your hip and all those hip muscles are happy. And then we're going to reach behind your right leg and pull your left leg towards you. So lots of ways to make today's workout a little more challenging. We're going to add in a third circuit. You can add weights. Don't think I want to add repetitions because that just makes it even longer. I think we'll add weights to a few of those moves. But let's just learn it, see what it feels like. So bringing your right foot down, we're going to twist to the right. And I want you to keep that left knee away from you. Imagine you're pushing towards the wall in front of you, so that left hip is opening up. Nice. And then come up and do the same thing on the other side. So right ankle over left knee. We're butterflying with the right knee. And then we're going to reach behind the left thigh and pull that leg in, the right leg in. See if you can push your right knee away from you. It's hard. See if you can relax those glute muscles. See if you can relax everything in that hip area as you're stretching. I think when stretches hurt, we tend to tighten up, which is the exact opposite of what we want. And then bring your left foot down, and we're going to twist to the left, opening up that right hip as much as we can, pressing it away from you. So let's stretch our legs straight, stretch our arms long, come into a crescent stretch. Everything goes over to the right, but your shoulders and hips stay planted on the floor. Big breath in, stretching through your arms, through your sides. And come back to center. And we'll go over to the left, stretching out everything. Hips and shoulders glued to the floor. Come back to center. Pull your knees in, reach behind your thighs, roll it up, and we are done. See you on Thursday.